Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, where having proven the Tenma's innocent in our last case, we move over not to the third case of the main game, but to a special episode, a DLC case, which in the chronology of this game comes out right now. So, with that said and done, we move into another episode starter and see what a DLC case, the first one I've come across in the series, has in store for us, shall we? So, we will start from the beginning of this episode indeed. Not that I've started it.
My name is Phoenix Wright, head of the Wright Anything Agency and a lawyer. Although, I was doing something else entirely for a while there. As for why I decided to formally get back into lawyering, let's just say there's unfinished business to take care of. Anyway, I thought I'd reminisce about my first case back on the job. And what a case it was. It happened only a few months after Athena joined our office.
And so begins the special episode, Turnabout Reclaimed. Phoenix takes the stand once more.
Captain Orla! He made it just in time! Oh, we be pirates, we love to sail the seven seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me.
Well, all I can say after that is, what just happened? As we head to the Wright Anything Agency, thoroughly confused by what we've seen. Today is my first day back on the job as a lawyer. Putting this attorney's badge on again really makes it hit home. Boy, am I pumped. Even Trucy said, "Looking good, Daddy." So Athena, Apollo, what do you think of the old attorney's badge? Wow, this Shipshape Aquarium show is great. I can't get enough of it. Athena, I still can't believe they showed the Swashbuckler Spectacular on TV. Good thing I recorded this. Now, who's ready for another viewing? You've already watched it 5 times. Let's watch something else now. How can you even suggest such a thing? This show is therapeutic. Boss here asking you guys a question. What's so therapeutic about watching a killer whale? What? Don't you know anything? Animal-assisted therapy is an established psychiatric treatment, is it now? I guess it is. But whales? You're kidding. That kind of thing really exists. It's a real thing. I've been to the aquarium myself to try it, and it really helps. Dolphins, right? I still go to there every now and then to further my psychology studies. The last time I went, I saw a dolphin and an orca swimming around together. It was so... Hey, do you two think you could quit goofing off and do some work for a change? Work? But we've already cleaned the toilet. Twice. Each. Hey, wait a minute. Is that your badge I see? Wow, congrats on getting your attorney's badge back, boss. Oh my god. Thanks. Starting today, I'm officially a lawyer again. Sheesh. Took him long enough to notice. Well, yeah, it takes everyone there long enough to notice all the evidence. Gee, Mr. Wright, with that badge on, you suddenly look so... capable. Ha ha ha. Thanks? Sound like I was some lazy bum, you know. Yeah, I can feel the sarcasm dripping there. What made you suddenly so fired up to get your badge back anyway? Ah, well, I made a promise to a certain someone. An important promise. What could be so important? Anyway, we have 3 lawyers now, so we better start taking on lots of work. I'm all for that. Let's get this agency hopping. Well, we have plenty of enthusiasm. All we need now is some clients. It's been 8 years since I last wore this badge. I feel like a rookie all over again. And this just in. The owner of Shipshape Aquarium, Captain Jack Shipley, has been murdered. The suspect in the case is reportedly already in custody inside the aquarium. Is that the aquarium we were just watching, Athena? It is! I can't believe it! A murderous Shipshape Aquarium? But I love that place! We need to get to the bottom of this. Really? I guess I'm in luck then. Hello, hello. I need Phoenix Wright to save my friend. Who the what is this? Are you a client? Wait, that costume. It looks just like... How could you not tell who it is? I've got it! You must work at Shipshape Aquarium or be a rock star. That's right! You may know it. Oh, here we go. I'm Sasha Buckler. I perform like an agile catfish in our pirate show. It'll blowfish your mind. And the puns begin. Minnow? Blowfish? Those puns floundered a bit. Ha ha! I figured out the client's identity. Chalk one up for analytical psychology. What? My friend is under suspicion of murder, so I really need some help. That's why I've got to find this Phoenix Wright guy. Well, I'm Phoenix Wright. And this is Apollo Justice and Athena Cykes. They're lawyers too. If there's anything you need, all you have to do is ask. The same goes for me too, Miss Buckler. Haha, just call me Sasha, and I'll call you all by your first names too, if that's alright. Phoenix, Apollo, Athena, you have to help me. Please save my friend. Guess we better start by asking her more about a defense request. Right, Phoenix is back at the helm, and it actually looks like we've got tons of help alongside us. So we've got like a full squad of attorneys at our beck and call. Your defense request. Miss Buckler, Sasha, could you tell us more about why you need our help? My friend is suspected of murdering the captain of Shipshape Aquarium. Captain? I thought the victim was the owner of the aquarium. Yeah, well, our aquarium is a pirate ship theme. That's why we call the owner our captain. We call the employees crew too. That's a pretty unusual aquarium you've got there. Anyway, one of the crew members, my friend, is being suspected of the captain's murder. They've already decided she's guilty. I think they're going to give her the death penalty. What? What happened to due process? My friend is as sweet and gentle as a whale shark. She wouldn't hurt a guppy. I know there's no way she murdered anyone, but they won't believe me. But with a name like Wright, I figured you'd be able to help me set them straight. Wait a minute. Don't tell me she picked you all because of a bad pun. Ouch. I see my reputation doesn't precede me. Well, technically, you've been gone for 8 years, so yeah. But seriously, my name can't be the real reason she's here. So Wright will crest me. What's the real reason you picked me, Sasha? Well, to be honest, I asked a whole slew of lawyers, but they all refused. They said stuff like, there's no merit to taking your case, or, I'm not sure I can help. They're all as cruel as sharks, with hearts punier than whitebait. She's rocking on now. Oh, I can really feel Sasha's frustration. With nobody on her side, she must feel all alone. But helping people like her is the whole reason I became a lawyer in the first place. And then I heard about a lawyer named Phoenix Wright. They say he defends clients to the end, no matter how bleak the circumstances. Huh, guess my reputation does precede me. I'm not sure how well deserved it is, though. I thought to myself, if anybody can save my friend, it's you, Phoenix. Quite a tall order there for a man who just got his badge back. Well, I don't want to let Sasha down. Or her friend. Let's help, Mr. Wright. Let's save a friend. That's just what I was thinking. Sasha, I'll accept your case. You will? Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Literally. Well, no time to stand around and mullet over things. Aha, haha, mullet fish, yes. I want you to meet my friend right away. Come to Shipshape Aquarium with me. You got it. And I'll go too. Sorry, but I need you to stay here and keep an eye on the office until Trucy gets back. You never know when a new client might stop by. How come I'm the one who has to stay behind? Thanks a million, Apollo. Well, ladies, let's move to the aquarium, shall we? So technically, Apollo's here right now, so something obviously developed between the second and the third case. But if this sits chronologically, let's put it that way, between these two cases, what happened in the meantime that obviously is going to be revealed more in the third case? Or is Apollo just added just for him to be here at this point in time, even though it may not necessarily fit in with the main story arc? See, this is the question. This is what I wondered when I started up a DLC case. Like, what will it have elements that have introduced later in the game? Will it have this? Will it have that? Will it spoiler me for anything? These are things. I had people like in the comments going, "Oh, you have to play this before that." So, I don't know. Chronologically wise, hopefully they haven't messed up their game by putting things that they shouldn't do in here. Let's put it that way. Still, Apollo, you're here and you haven't left us. Obviously, time has passed and your injuries would have healed. So it's good to see that you are. Right, so what do you think about this case, Apollo? The murder of the owner of Shipshape Aquarium? Yeah, I can't think with you looking at me so expectantly. I don't really have any ideas. Sorry, I'm not any help. But you are help. As long as you're the one playing officer, you're fine. Hey, there's Apollo's favourite word. I think I'll say it a few times too. I'm fine. I'm fine. Are you two making fun of me? Who, us? Of course not. Just shanking your chain a little. Right, well, we asked him what to do, so I guess he doesn't have any ideas either. Is he still fine, though? So any ideas for us? Well, I think you should give that swashbuckler video a glance. Starting to become a fan too, huh? I knew you'd like it if you gave it a chance. It's not so much that. I just thought it might give you some leads, seeing it's the scene of the crime and all. That's a good idea. I'll take a look when I get a second. I've got nothing better to do, so maybe I'll watch it a few times myself. Apollo, please try to find something better to do. Yeah, like, find another case for yourself. You're very, very capable after all. Right, so there's nothing else in my court record here, though my badge is back and ready for me. It's time to move over to the Shipshape Aquarium and check out what's going down. Now that's the movement in the background that I expect. The Aqua Tunnel of Shipshape Aquarium. Wow, this is gorgeous. It's just like being under the sea. Yeah, this is the Aqua Tunnel, our pride and joy. I'm really glad you like it. I'm gonna go on ahead and fill the detective in on your arrival. Take a look around the tunnel, and then come meet me at the pool up ahead on the right. Why was she death metal singing on top of the orca? Hey, boss, look at this cute little fish. I bet it would be delicious grilled. Seriously? Is that really all you can think of? Well, I didn't get to eat lunch today. Oh, and here comes some grilled chicken. That's a penguin. That's not a chicken, it's a penguin. Come here, little cutie. It ignored me. Maybe it was hungry too. Oh look, I dropped something. Ah, it's an ad for the Swashbuckler Spectacular Show. That penguin had a whole bunch of these stuff in his backpack. So it's passing out flyers, huh? How cute. A carrier penguin that distributes flyers? We could use one of those for our office. Well, the Swashbuckler flyer has been added to the court record. An advertisement showing an orca dressed up like a pirate. It was dropped by a penguin. Very specific. Well, can't keep the client waiting. We'd better get going. Yeah, you're right. Time to roll up our sleeves. Do you have sleeves under the sleeves that need rolling up? Doesn't really look like... I mean, yours are quite cut off high up anyway, to be fair. Huh? I don't see Sasha. Ah, you two, the lawyers Miss Buckler mentioned. Detective Fulbright. Are you the lead detective on this case? That's right! As long as evil exists in this world, there'll be no rest for me! And who is your sea urchin-like friend there? I don't believe we've met! Is he talking about me? I'm the defense lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Well, I'm Detective Bobby Fulbright. People don't usually get to see this area. It's only open now because of the investigation. You two are pretty lucky to get this peek behind the scenes of an aquarium. Lucky? Right. This guy's even louder than Apollo. So where's the suspect being questioned? And where is Miss Buckler? Here I be, me buckles! Were you underwater all the time? Ah! Shiver me timbers! There be one of the dread pirate Nostash's scurvy swabs. No stashes? Nostashes, no stashes, okay. I beg your pardon. I'm not anyone's swab, scurvy or otherwise. More shameless than a sea lion you be, trying to make off we best bucko. If you want to pick a fight with us, you'd best bring along an army of great white sharks. Hello. Squeak fweet. Brilliant dialogue. Sasha, what's going on here? Let me introduce you. This is the friend I was telling you about. Her name is Aura Shipley. But she only responds to Orla, so that's what people call her. I'm her trainer. She is the suspect in the murder, but she'd never hurt anybody. What? Okay. Do lawyers usually defend animals? I mean, we've had a parrot witness, so why not cross over into other species? She's the suspect? Yeah, and thank goodness she came before they put her down. I'm really grateful for the two of you. I just know you'll save Orla. What? Don't tell me you didn't even know who your client was. And Orca is the suspect. Our client is an orca. Is this for real? Oh, did I forget to mention that? Oopsie. That's one very big oopsie. By the way, what was with that mustache earlier? Oh, this be part of me costume for the swashbuckler spectacular. When I be wearing the mustache, I be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers. Transformation as dramatic as a pufferfish's, wouldn't you say? I don't think I would ever say that. It's a pirate-themed aquarium, so that's why Orla's wearing a pirate hat, right? Yep, she really loves wearing hats. She puts them on all the time. But her fake mustache keeps falling off, so that's a problem. I see. Well, why don't we start with you telling us a little bit more about Orla? Okay. We're okay with defending an animal. Are there like specific animal lawyers in a case like this in the real world? I've never thought about it before. Well, let's learn about Orla the Orca. So you're really serious about me defending Orla? Of course I am. You're the only one who can do it, Phoenix. I heard you once question an animal during a trial, and that got your client off the hook. Yes, I did. No way. You did that? I might have tried something like that at one point in my career. Oh, you're gonna have to tell me about this later. I'll ask Apollo for all the juicy details. When I heard you didn't discriminate against animals, I knew you'd hear me out. I have to warn you though, I don't know anything about orcas. I mean, they don't eat people, do they? It's a good time to pop up then. Yikes! I think I made her mad. I won't have you talk that way in front of Orla. Orcas have feelings too, you know. Yeah, boss, they have emotions just like we do. Sorry? Is anger the only feeling I inspire in a woman? Probably. Don't worry, she says she forgives you. Besides, orcas are very picky eaters. Orla here only eats fish. The captain went to feed Orla this morning, and then he was found dead in this very room. Could you tell us more about his death? I'm guessing he looks mauled by a massive jaw. So the owner of the aquarium, Jack Shipley, was discovered murdered. Yeah. It was about 10:10 this morning, just after the aquarium opened. A visitor was viewing the orca pool from the visitor's corridor and screamed. The orca pool is this tank here. Yeah, that's right. This pool is built so that guests can see into it from the corridor on the first floor. The security guard and I heard the scream and came running into this pool room, where we found the captain dead at the side of the pool in his swashbuckler costume. He was as big and tough as an old crocodile, the captain. I still can't believe he's dead. Mr. Shipley was very important to you, wasn't he? Sorry, I didn't mean to get all sad goldfish on you. Sad goldfish? I don't understand either. Okay, time to snap her out of it. When it's showtime, it's time to smile. That's what the captain always said. By By the way, do you know why exactly Orla is being accused of the crime? Well, yeah, we thought we'd get to that then. Can you think of any reason why Orla would come under suspicion? The police think Orla went berserk during practice for the Swashbuckler Spectacular. But Orla would never do anything like that. Right, Orla? I was amazed she wasn't hurting him more when she knocked him off the boat in that display. I can't imagine an orca crashing into you after going at that speed to be able to crest that high and jump over a ship. Would really feel good. Obviously you're jumping beforehand to fake the stage magic, but still. Stop clappering, Flipper Man. Lady, sorry. I don't make her angry. Ah, just look at that face. Isn't she adorable? The charges just have to be false. I hate to break it to you, but the police don't usually base its decisions on cuteness. Actually, the judge does. That's right. We base them on facts. Take a look at this. A photo of the victim, huh? He's got a wound on his head. See, now I wouldn't say that it looks like orca injuries to me. Very perceptive. The victim and the orca were the only ones here. What's more, we couldn't find a weapon of any kind around. Photo of the body has been added to the court record. A crime scene photo taken in the orca pool room. It's hard to make out the details of the body. Okay. That's deliberately obscured to hide the injuries, possibly? So what's the theory on how Orla supposedly killed the victim? And one gunshot to the back of the head? They say orcas sometimes kill their prey by ramming them into them underwater. Why was he in the water though? We believe this orca did just that by pulling the victim into the 65-foot pool and then ramming him while they were in the water. Ow. Without any suspects besides Orla, this could be one tough case. It still looks more like a puncture wound on the head, but still, I don't know. We need to actually get like a full autopsy report to be fair. The orca pool diagram has been added. A cross-section view of the first and second floor sections of the orca pool. The pool is about 65 feet deep. Obviously there must be like a tunnel in this pool too? Transport? No official autopsy has been ordered, but an orca attack makes sense. Why hasn't one been ordered? Accidental death due to a failure to exercise proper oversight over an animal. The medical examiner said it wasn't a homicide, so we don't need an autopsy. So Orla's going to be put down without a proper investigation? That isn't fair. That's nothing short of police negligence, Detective Fulbright. The incident wasn't determined a homicide, so there's nothing we can do, Miss Cykes. Ordinarily, the owner of the aquarium would be held responsible for the oversight failure. But the owner is the victim himself, so all we can do is hold the orca responsible. Phoenix, isn't there anything you can do? I'm gonna put Orla down. Sash and Orla are depending on me. I want to do everything I can to help them. But how do I help an orca? Wait. Yes, I can do this. Right, we're gonna, well, set Orla free. Why don't I get multiple choice for this? I mean, technically, 1 or 2 is correct. We're gonna find the real killer or defend Orla in court. It's pretty much the same thing. But the case isn't going to court currently, isn't it? I'll find the real killer. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. I'll do everything I can to help you. Wait just one moment. You're not a police officer or a prosecutor. You're not even officially the defendant's lawyer. You have no right to investigate. I'm not officially Orla's lawyer, huh? In that case, I know exactly what I have to do. Yes, I can do this. We've got to defend Orla in court. That is what we had to choose. Finding the real killer makes more sense. Who says this case is going to court currently? But I guess if I instate myself as the defender of Orla, it will go to court. I don't see the logic in that. I got my badge back now, so I know exactly what I have to do. I'll defend Orla in court. Huh? Even an orca deserves a fair trial. If the one responsible for Orla is dead, then I'll take responsibility for her. You're what? I guess doing crazy things just once in your career wasn't enough, huh? But what the heck? I'll take responsibility for her too. Are you too insane? This is a case of accidental death caused by an animal. It's not a murder case. With no evidence of foul play, this case will never go to court. And let's investigate the crime scene, which is what finding the real killer should have let me to do. If we can prove this was a murder, we might be able to take it to trial. And then Orla would certainly need the help of a few good lawyers. I guess so. But who's ever heard of a trial for a killer whale? Just because it's never been done before doesn't mean we can't do it now. But, please, Detective Fulbright, for justice's sake. There you go, you got him. Well played. The police have determined that an animal that has harmed a human should be put down. But I don't know for sure whether that was a just decision. If your sense of justice compels you to take on the defense of this animal, then my sense of justice tells me to let this case be re-examined for possible merit. You mean it? Really? That's fantastic. You're not such a bad guy after all, Detective Fulbright. Just remember, this case hasn't been officially recognized as a homicide yet. I'll get in touch with the prosecutor's office, but I'm not making any promises. Anyway, I'd better be off. You two are a lifeboat. I'll be right here if you need me. Thanks. I've got a feeling we'll really need your help with this investigation. We're still not sure if it'll go to trial, but as Orla's lawyer, we'll do everything we can. To get this case into court, we'll need a prosecutor to make an indictment. So we have to find enough evidence to prove it's a criminal case. This just has to be something that shows the culprit was somebody other than Orla. Or find a friendly prosecutor, wouldn't it? Detective Fulbright said there were no weapons in the area other than her. So we better look for something to prove him wrong. Especially if you're classifying Orla as a weapon. Wouldn't you be able to classify anyone in this room a weapon? Mrs. Fro's police right here is quite a strong weapon by the look of it too. I better make a note of that so I don't forget. You sure are organised, boss. Maybe I should get a notebook of my own. I just like to jot down notes on the case and the court record as I go along. We can use it as a sort of to-do list. Great idea. I'll add things too. And whenever we're stuck, we can just refer to the notes. To read the notes, I just open the court record. Now I can switch between the tabs by touching them or with R and L. There. Note jotted. Now let's investigate this crime scene. There has to be some evidence here we can use in court. Examining the crime scene from every angle is the key here. That's right. If we change our perspective, we might come across new evidence. To change perspectives, I can touch the arrows on the bottom screen or use left and right. The reason it's probably telling us this again is you can play this after you played the original case, which of course is just that kind of bump in trial, so it hasn't introduced the mechanics yet if you play it straight after that. So it's kind of like hedging its bets that you must have played either the full game or maybe someone might have just, because they could do it after the first case, just go straight away. It's hard to gate off someone's paid purchase after all. Or if there's a particular spot that's got your attention, get right up to it and look away. Like that outline of the body in the far right there? Of course, talking to everybody involved is one of the keys to good investigation. Exactly, and if we present items to people, we might learn even more. Right, it all boils down to thorough legwork. Well, let's get started. And so the examination of the case begins, though I do imagine if there's more information here. No. So let's examine exactly... Oh, well, I say examine that, but it won't let me. Unless I change direction a little bit more. Though, is this how they carry all around? I'm quite interested. Hey, look! There's an apparatus here to hang from. I don't think it's for people to hang from. It looks more like a crane to move things with. Sasha was hanging from it during the Swashbuckler Spectacular. I bet there are all kinds of ways to use it, not just to move things. Come on, boss. Try thinking outside the box. Is she trying to say I have a narrow-minded view of things? Oh god, please don't tell me you hook someone in the head. Transportation of bodies, maybe? There's a piece of meat and a plastic hoop suspended from the ceiling. Talk about a clashy decor. I guess Orla really likes meat. Who knew they fed her such large chunks, though? All orcas are carnivores. You knew that, right? Of course, silly. And I love meat, too. Protein is your body's basic building block, after all. That's some alliteration. But that meat is made out of rubber. I doubt Orla could really eat, even if she wanted to. You mean to tell me she jumps all the way up there and doesn't get a reward? The poor girl, after all that effort. I don't think Orla is as dumb as you think she is. Alright, there's a nice picture over here. A setting sun. Sunsets always remind me how quickly the day goes by. Oh, boss! It's just a painted backdrop, you know. Down, Athena. Of course I know. I guess they use it for the Swashbuckler Spectacular. It looks handmade. Oh, I just got an idea. Why don't we make our own not guilty backdrop? And present it to the judge when things aren't going our way? No, we put psychological pressure on the judge by hanging it behind the defendant. I almost want to see how the judge would respond to that. Probably quite good, considering he's so easily led. Alright, so we've examined the left side of the room, but the case really begins now as we look to defend Orla, who herself is someone to investigate and examine. There seems to be a fair few things to look at in this room, some of which are going to be more interesting than others, plus the changing of perspective as we walk ourselves round the pool. But now we started our DLC, our special episode, Turnabout Reclaimed. We look to reclaim Orla's life from the grave, let's put it that way. Next time, join me then for more Phoenix Wright, your Destinies. Bye-bye.